Veneer. Chapter 37. The next day, I am in a hospital bed with my family around me. And even though it's morning, I feel very tired because I hardly slept last night. No matter how much I tried, sleeping was hard. My mind kept playing the incidents of the last couple of days over and over in my head. I could see Ali hitting me with a plank while Auntie Thelma captured everything. I could still see Ali stabbing me with a knife. Given a chance, that man would have killed me, and to think I was in love with him. I am going to be off men and relationships for a long time. Right now I just want time away from everything. I think I deserve a break. I have decided I won't be going back to school this semester. I will continue next year. I want to travel to a new place and rest. Aside from that, I want to reflect on my life and the decisions I made that landed me in all this drama. I want a fresh start. I want to do better. The doctor walks in. "Good morning, G. How are you feeling this morning?" He smilingly asks. "I feel a lot of soreness on my neck, but it will be good to leave this place and go home." "You will go home. Thank you." He asks everyone to excuse me while he examines me. Next, he prescribes me some medication and signs my discharge papers. "I expect to see you here in 2 weeks' time for your review. Please take care of yourself. Don't strain your neck and take as much rest as possible." "Thank you, doctor. And before you leave, the police would love to get your statement. They are already here. They want to talk to you first before talking to your attacker." "Okay." When he walks out, my family walks back in and I tell them the good news. We wait a couple of minutes before the policeman walks in. "Good morning. I am Inspector J. Sakala from Central Police Station. I would like to get your statement over what happened. Are you able to answer a few of my questions?" My mother holds my hand and squeezes it gently. "If you are not ready, you can tell the—" "I am ready." I cut her off. "Great. We can get started. Do you recall what happened to you and how this man got you?" "I was at the mall. I was meeting up with my friend. I did a bit of window showing before I went to the toilet to do a retouch of my makeup. It was while I was inside that someone grabbed me from behind. They pressed a cloth on my nose and mouth and I collapsed." He takes notes in his book and says, "You can go on." "When I woke up, I was tied to a bed. And a strange man came to check on me. He gave me water because my throat was dry, then went to call his bosses." "Bosses? Was Ali working with someone?" "Yes." I nod my head. "Do you know who he was working with?" "Yes." I respond and everyone glances at me anxiously, waiting to hear what I will say. "It was Auntie Thelma, my best friend's mother." "What?" my mother exclaims. "My mother." Tura stands up. "You are joking, right? Tell me you are joking." "No, I am not. Your mother and Ali were behind my kidnapping." "But why would my mother want to harm you? She loves you like her own child. She and Ali are lovers. She's the reason Ali came up to me. She planned everything, the nude photos and videos, so they could use them to extort money from my parents. Apparently they wanted to elope." "No, no, no," Tura says. I can see tears running down her face. "Why would she do this to me? To you? To us? Why?" In her own words, it was nothing personal, just purely business. "What else happened?" the officer asked. "Aside from the fact that I was all tied down like a criminal and they beat me up to make a video that was sent to my parents, nothing else. The plan was to collect the money from my parents, then dump my body by the roadside. That woman needs to go to jail, and to think she came through in the form of offering moral support. Such a wolf in sheep's clothing." Zara says. I shoot her a serious look. "And you are the perfect one in all this. You are so judgmental, yet there's more dirt in your life. Auntie Thelma is even better than you." "Goose, my dad exclaims. "What happened to your child, Zara?" I ask, ignoring Dad. "Where's your son?" "My son?" she asks. "Or are you going to lie about having a child? Does Dad know about your son?" I ask again, but Zara begins to cry instantly and Dad pulls her into his arms. "Goose, I know about her son and she is dead. Why are you being so insensitive?" "What's this all about?" the officer asks. The man who kidnapped me is actually her son. She's the reason I was kidnapped. What? What is she talking about? Dad asks, pulling away from Zara. You told me you lost your son. I laugh. She abandoned that boy when he was young. He was raised in an orphanage while she gallivanted the world. And when he reached out to her recently, she refused to talk to him and told him to stay away from her. That's what caused all this. Ollie wanted to get at Zara through me because he thought she's playing mother to me while her own son is suffering. Babe, is this true? Silence. Zara, answer me. More silence. Answer me, he yells, roughly shaking her. Can we talk in private? Zara asks Dad. I always knew there was something fishy about this woman. I knew she wasn't genuine. I hate to say I told you, Sidario. Please let's talk in private. Fine. They walk out while I finish up with the police, answering all the questions as truthfully as I can. I want Ollie and Auntie Thelma to pay for what I did. Sarah too has to pay for her lies. I hope Dad lets her go. He deserves someone better. He's too good for someone like Zara. The August Girl. Ella B. Hibiscus.